8 years ago, God started me on a spiritual journey, and I'm so glad that you've joined me here tonight as we continue to talk about that journey. God called me to a life of prayer. Through prayer, in about a year, God revealed to me the first great thing that He wanted to change, and that was me. I was my greatest problem. Tonight, I want to talk about the second thing that God showed me that He would do through prayer. A few years ago in my office, I had a large cork board. And on that cork board, I had a section for prayer requests and another section for prayers answered. My prayer request section was gigantic. I had little slips of paper and I had my prayer requests written on those. And I had 20 or 30, 40, the number kept increasing. Prayer requests on that board, and every day I would read those prayer requests. And I would ask God to do something great. I had some serious prayer requests on that cork board. Things like the salvation of family members and people in our community. One of my prayer requests was for additional space, even a new building for our Christian school. We had over 100 students. We were having school in a basement. It was dark, it was cold, it was wet, and we had no room to grow. I was also concerned because at the time our school wasn't accredited by the state of Indiana, and this was a major need that we had. It was a reputation thing, it was a financial thing. Every day I would go back to the cork board and I would pray those prayers, and I don't know how long it took me before one day I was praying and I got to one of the prayer requests, and it occurred to me that prayer request had been answered. I was so excited. I pulled the pin and I moved that prayer request over to the prayers answered section. In the weeks and months that followed, one after another, major prayer requests were moved from the prayer request section to the prayers answered section. The second thing that I learned that prayer would do in my life, through prayer, God will perform miracles in your life. Some people say, well, I don't really have time to pray. But the fact is, I don't have time not to pray, because there are people that I want to see saved. And there are big miracles that I want to see happen. And the only way that is going to happen is through prayer. I could spend hundreds of hours trying to do things on my own and ultimately fail. Or I could spend 1 hour a day in prayer and step back and watch God do miracle after miracle after miracle. I want to encourage somebody that's watching this today to go ahead and make that step, take that step, make that commitment of daily prayer and see what God will do in your life. Tomorrow, I want to talk about the third major thing that God began to do in my life through prayer. I hope that you'll join me.